Hey guys, back again. So now we still need to do the AddPost.js. Okay, so let me just close this. So, okay, give me a second. Okay, so let's start importing. Let me make this bigger. What we're going to use. So again, we're going to use the use history from React Router DOM, and we're going to import our service, the post service. Now we're going to move a little faster with this. Again, this is something we have seen before. So let's create these constants, which are the title, content, cover, and is busy. Okay, with the setter of the state. We will require now a new constant, which is our history from use history. Where is that? Nope, it's not that. Oops. Oops. Okay. How the hell did I? Nope, it's not that. Just give me a second. Is shift up? Okay, okay. Sorry about that. So again, we will need to create a new function, constant AddPost equals. We will need an event here as a parameter and the function which is going to say event that prevent default to avoid refreshing the form or the page every time we submit the form. We're going to set is busy to true. This is kinda what is going to allow us to change to a spinner or something. Now we will need to create the let post. Okay, let me make this. Okay, so this post is going to contain the title, content, and cover. Remember that the cover is going to come from a file, and this is a file list, so we will get the first index in that file list, which is the 0 index. Then we're going to call the post service with the create post, which we already created in the first video. We're going to pass this object defined in line 19, and we're going to use history in order to push, we have seen this before, to the main path or main route. If everything or anything goes wrong, we're going to catch that and console.log the error. Now let's paste this. So this is already done. The let post, I mean the add post. So, okay, I thought I copied that, but I didn't. Copy and paste. Okay, so we're going to create this variable, create form, and we're going to say, just give me a second, if is busy set to true, then we're going to set the create form to be this loader container with this spinner. Okay, so this is going to happen when we run this function. You can see that is this set is busy. Now else, let me make this and view toggle or wrap. Okay, so you can see everything. Else, if we don't have this is busy to true, then create form is going to be the form that is going to allow us to send all the information that we require. So we have this on change. Okay, that is going to set each of the properties that we need, and also all these are required, and this has a minimum length of 100 characters. So, and that's it. And in order to show that, we will say create form, and we save that. So let's go back, and it says use state is not defined. Okay, use state here, we don't have use effect. Okay, so you can see how the application is looking, and you can see what is going to show us. So this is the form, and since we don't have anything that is setting the is busy to true, we can see the form. Okay, so okay, let me just move this out of the way just to see something. Okay, it opens on the correct spot. Okay, so let's actually try. Well, first let's delete one of these. Delete post. Okay, we get redirected, and let's say a new post. A new post. We will need, if I can click that, okay, lorem ipsum. Since we have a cap of 100 characters, so we need to fill that in order for that text area to allow us to continue or to send the form. Okay, we have that, and choose file. So let's choose, I should have some files here. I have a ton of crap here. So let's select this one, open, and create post. And since we're using the history that push to the main route, then we're going to be redirected here. Okay, so that's actually it. So you can just style this however you want. I'm going to add the image here, so give me a second. Okay, this is the API. Okay, let me just, okay, I will show you the API in a second. Okay, so let me just go to my projects and actually open the project I'm using as a reference. Inside the, no, it's not the public, is the source. So we can go to this React Lazy source, and I don't have that. Okay, so I need to copy and paste. This is my group 2 SVG. I use Figma. Now I'm using Figma in order to get this, you know, kind of what I want in order. I mean the header. Okay, so that I won't be using Adobe XD because it requires the Creative Cloud. I don't know what the hell, but you know, every time I open that, it's a ton of files or processes that opens together with that. So I wouldn't mind if it was just that the Adobe XD, but having all my services running, it kind of slows down my you know, my environment. So that's why I stopped working with that, even though it's free. Well, Figma is also free, so yeah. So I have that, and I will need to, I think it's inside main, so I just want this to be displayed here. So we will need to say, okay, just give me a second, I'm just going to copy that. With React, we need to import from the file that we want. We need to import it as something. Well, we give it a name. This time is image, and I will just add, copy this, and I will just add here on line 48 the image with the source, and we pass the name that we gave that. Okay, you can see that on line 5. So, and we define an alt. We just save this, and you can see that. Okay, so everything is working fine. It wasn't that long, and you can see that this looks a little cleaner. Okay, with the use history, use params, we don't need to set another part of the state to grab the ID using the params match. So that is better, and you can see that, as I said, it looks cleaner. than before. And also we are setting a service, where the hell is that, which is taking everything or most of the things that we require to make this application work. If you want to learn more, the update and the pagination, check the MERN course that we have in the channel, okay, so you can understand what the hell is going on here and how to set the pagination here. And just give me a second. Okay, I have that. Let me show you. Open with code, and this is the last video, so I'm just going to close my other instances and everything is done. So I just want to, okay, so you can see this is my service, my database is open on my database. Well, fuck it. So I can just change this, so I don't mind. Anyways, this is my my connection, so you can see that we have this with the secret pass. This is a cluster on which I'm connecting to, and we need to say the use undefined, use a new URL, and find and modify. So we're checking the connections. This is wrong, okay, this is not the correct way of doing so, but let me just explain something. Okay, this is going to say server running on port 4000, and if I have my correct ID, sorry, IP address, then it's going to allow me to connect to my MongoDB. The thing is that if I don't have the correct IP, it's still going to say running on port 4000 and connection established, but it's going to show me a network error because I'm not allowed without the correct IP. Okay, so that is a set that verification that is in Mongo Atlas. So just let me show you. This is the controller which we created, so you will see how to create all this. You can see that it's not well, 155 lines if we count all these things, okay, but as I said, we're just setting 3 posts per page, and we're going to check here which page we are getting. So that's why we are only able to see 3. If I add another one, let's say 4 posts, okay, I have that, and paste that. Nope. Copy this, paste it, choose a file, and I will change this setting in a second just for you to see. Create post. Okay, you can see we can only see 4, I mean 3. Sorry, what the fuck is going on in my throat? So if we change this then to 4, okay, we will need to refresh this. Okay, it's actually refreshing itself, and we can see 4. Okay, so that is why we are only seeing 3 posts, because we are setting the pagination here. So that is all, guys, and see you in the next one.